Fixture on newsstands, we can reveal to you it's going to cease publishing new content, and the iconic publication's monthly issues will now be replaced by just end-of-year specials. Next today, Saskia Taylor takes a closer look at whether the media's become just a bit too sensitive these days to a joke.
There once existed this surreal concept. It was sharp, vicious at times, and wholly irreverent. It was called satire, and it's dead, or rather, it's been killed. After 67 years of ruthlessly mocking the world, a bedrock of American comedy, the cult satirical magazine MAD, is shutting up shop. From August, it's just going to recycle old content and put a new cover on it. This is a publication ingrained in Western culture, with its child mascot Alfred E. Newman, comics like Spy vs. Spy, and even its own board games.
These people are doing some real goofy things because they're playing MAD. It's a game that's crazy, goofy, and wacky because it's MAD.
MAD took no prisoners. Its creator said it was there to toughen up the younger generation, show life's ugly side. It was also indiscriminate, parodying politicians on both sides of the spectrum.
We pride ourselves in the fact that we have no philosophy. We have no philosophy, we have no politics, we don't take sides.
We have no morals, we have no scruples.
We have no taste, we have no intelligence.
Yes, we have no bananas.
And that's about it.
Set up in 1952, MAD was a publication for a different generation. It's lost its place in an era where offence-taking and victimhood have become new norms. Cartoonists now are gagged by hypersensitive readers and profit-driven media moguls. Cracking jokes is a risky business nowadays. As the New York Times found out after a Jewish-themed illustration, well, went a little wrong, and it scrapped all political cartoons. And just in case anyone missed its first apology, it did another one, you know, to be on the safe side.
We are deeply sorry for the publication of an anti-Semitic political cartoon last Thursday in the print edition of the New York Times that circulates outside of the United States, and we are committed to making sure nothing like this ever happens again. Such imagery is always dangerous, and at a time when anti-Semitism is on the rise worldwide, it's all the more unacceptable.
And sometimes you just need a helping hand in policing offence. For example, Instagram decided to remove this cartoon from a political meme account under the general banner that it was offensive. The account was also put on notice, told it could be shut down at any moment.
It might shut you down on digital forms, but it's really the best time to be a comedian or to be a truth teller or to be a satirical cartoonist right now because it's such a sensitive time, it's actually in demand. It's a great time to be someone who's criticizing and making political commentary and cultural commentary right now.
Being too political can make you a voodoo doll for social justice warriors, but can also cross the line when it comes to your manager. Just ask veteran cartoonist Rob Rogers, who had worked for 25 years for one outlet. He found dozens of his anti-Trump cartoons rejected and a severance package waiting on his desk.
Did your editors give you reasons?
No, they didn't give me any reason at all, so you'd have to ask them. But the common theme in all the ones that have been rejected is that I'd say like 90% of them have something to do with Trump. So there's a clear pattern that they were trying to sort of tamp down the voice that I was having about, you know, being critical of Trump.
Puts a very realistic spin on Trump's catchphrase, "You're fired," because making fun of reality has become a minefield. Now, shortly after MAD was set up in the 50s, its creator had to testify in Congress on the negative effects his comics were having on the youth of America. Concerned doctors spoke at the hearing, worried about whether this innocent generation was prepared for the horrors of satire.
It is my opinion, without any reasonable doubt and without any reservation, that comic books are an important contributing factor in many cases of juvenile delinquency.
Perhaps they knew what was coming, but for the magazine, it seems society has had the last laugh.
We're in an era of political correctness. From a private perspective,